Hi, and welcome to another episode of Project Geo. I'm Mason Rothman, and with me today I have Ian and Kristen from AgileX. Is that, did I say it correctly? Okay, AgileX. So what are you guys doing here at GEOINT this week?
Well, we support the intelligence community with technology that we've built in the area of analytics. And we're going to show you a little bit of that work today and hopefully get the crowd excited about some of the capabilities that we've engineered to support this community.
Okay. Is this your first GEOINT event, or have you been to numerous?
It's my first GEOINT event, although we've participated in the past, and it's just a great opportunity to share ideas and see what's on the cutting edge and hopefully bring a little bit of the value that that we can deliver and help our customers achieve their mission. So.
Are most of your products geospatially based?
No, we really are in the business of solving customers' business problems around data, big sets of big data. Okay. We also are in the mobile application development business, and we've done some work in support of folks in the field who are gathering information for the intelligence community. So those are the two main areas. Although there's geo components of these solutions, it's really about helping solve a particular business problem around finding information that's in large data sets that's hard to find.
Okay, yeah, those are definitely two of the big buzz things that are happening here. We're dealing with big data and mobile applications. Right. And so what kind of databases, et cetera, do you use to handle big data? Are you using Mongo, or what are you using exactly?
We use an LSI engine, and Kristen can talk a little bit more about that. And it's basically we can analyze structured and unstructured data, so where that data resides is not as important as sort of the tradecraft that goes into uncovering relationships between components of the data. So that's what we hope to show you a little today.
Okay, well, are we going to go ahead and get a demo going then?
Sure.
All right, excellent.
All right, so one of the things that Phanero, our product, does is it works very well with Palantir. So we've got two different Phanero helpers. One is the
Now, for folks that don't know, what's Palantir?
Palantir is a tool that is extremely good at helping analysts be able to share information and visualize the relationships between entities that they might be looking for, specifically in intelligence analysis and targeting. And so right now I'm going to show you, this is basically within Palantir, and we've loaded up our Phanero helper. And Amari Saifi is a dossier within Palantir, which is basically a file, if you will.
So this is a fictional character.
Yes, correct. All of this is fictional. It's actually all based off of foreign news articles. So we've got about 6 million documents loaded into the demo system, but it can handle up to 200 million that we've currently tested it on and done successfully.
200 million records.
Yes, it's structured and unstructured data. And we're using the cloud to scale the tool.
Now, when you get geo-related data, do you have like an export to KML or export to any kind of geo system?
So we are actually currently piloting this with the geo-related data at NGA, but I don't think I can talk to the details of that. But so we're working on that. But it's right now not built into this capability.
Okay, so excellent.
What we just showed is that a dossier for Amari Saifi is currently blank. There's nothing in it. And one of the things with Palantir is that it can take some time to load up data to make Palantir work really well. Part of it is training the data and tagging entities, and you could read through quite a lot before realizing what's really important in your data.
So it's kind of a logical thing. The more data, the more conclusive your answer is.
Phanero the goal is to speed up that process a little bit. So right now we're looking at name variants. So we've dropped Amari Saifi into the name variant helper, and it searches conceptually for entities that are related to Amari Saifi and the different variations of how that might be spelled across the entire data set.
So they're going out to external data sets, internal data sets? They can...
Internal data set. For now it's an internal data set, but it can do both. So these are variations of Amari Saifi that we found, and we've added them to the dossier fairly quickly. And now what we're going to show you is how we use the Discover variant to find any kind of entity that might be related to Amari Saifi. And we've selected the ones that we're looking for down here. And now it's searching not just on Amari Saifi and how it's referred to here, but also the different variations of the name that we just added to the dossier. And so now we're going to see what comes up that's highly related. And that's taking a second.
So with the results that come back in the end, okay, which just came back, what does the analyst or what happens next?
The idea is that this allows the analyst to see pretty quickly what is highly related to your entity within the documentation that you have. So rather than having to go through and search through all the documents and find this kind of manually, it narrows what you need to focus on now as an analyst. So it doesn't say this is exactly all the answers. It says you should look here. This is what's highly related. And what we can find out pretty quickly in this example is El Para and Abderzak El Para are highly related.
Now that number over there on the right side, that's a percentage?
Yes, exactly. It's a score. Okay. So
and there's some kind of algorithm that runs in the background that produces those results?
Yes, we're using Content Analyst as a latent semantic engine, latent semantic indexing engine that is running, and it's helping to find this information and plug it in. And so now we're looking here. You can see down in these snippets the more information about those entities, and we can quickly figure out by reading that those are aliases for Amari Saifi. Abderzak El Para and El Para are the same person. So within Palantir now we can resolve that, and now we only have one dossier for the same person versus 2 or 3.
Now, so with the speed of the results, is that based on the server speed, the local machine? What's that built based on?
Server speed, mostly, yeah. So we've got all the entities here, and we've also got the related documents over here. And the related documents that it just showed actually isn't the documents where you see the Amari Saifi or any of those relations spelled in there. It's conceptually how Amari Saifi is referred to in different documents. It's looking for other documents that are also conceptually related to that. So it's not just on where it appears in the name. And that's the conclusion of this demo. It also helps with organizations and shows scores of relationships as well.
Oh, okay, so other people they might be associated with. Okay.
And show the strength of those relationships up to the nth degree, really.
Now, is that something that's exportable to like an analyst notebook or Renoir or any of those other programs?
Absolutely, yeah.
Excellent. All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here, but thanks so much, Kristen, for giving the demo today. Mason Rothman with Project Geo. We'll see you soon, guys.